Okay, 2022. I think technically this is the first time that I'm talking directly to you guys, because the videos that I've gotten in 2022, they were probably pre-recorded in 2021. So happy new year. I hope you guys are fantastic. We made it, right? We made it to a new year. Like I always say, you don't have to wait till a new year to try to do something new. You could just do something new whenever, right? Just pick up and do something new. But it's the new year, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well, because I have a lot of amazing things planned for the channel. I gotta say, One Piece in 2021 was fantastic, but I expect even greater things in 2022. Yes, I did say that in 2020, the end of 2020, early 2021, but I really believe that in 2022 because we're getting closer towards the end. And we know for typically movies, endings, okay, disclaimer, some things do get worse typically once it gets close to the end, but this is One Piece. We have great expectations. I don't think One Piece is gonna just fall off a cliff. So I expect it to be even better, especially with the content that Oda has been hinting towards, at least in regards to Shanks, One Piece Film Red, and I believe Luffy will dominate in 2022. Why do I think Luffy will dominate in 2022? Well, to get the answer,
we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Alright, y'all, we got something cool today. We got a sponsor. The sponsor is Bespoke. You're probably asking, what is Bespoke? Well, Bespoke is a monthly membership club, right? And it delivers top shelf goods from a lot of under the radar brands, right? Brands you probably wouldn't expect, but are fantastic. In addition to some of the awesome things we get, 90% of the things purchased in the box are from small businesses, just based in the US. For instance, the Terra Kit. The knife in the Terra box is made by Beer Bones in Salt Lake City. So here's the Bespoke box. That's how it looks. And speaking of the Terra, here's the Terra knife that we were talking about based in Salt Lake. We have here, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Whoo! I think Mihawk will go crazy with this one. Whoo! You see that? This is crazy. I don't think Zoro got a chance with this one, bro. This is the Terra knife. Look at that. That's fantastic. The thing is, there's a wide range of boxes you can choose from. Every month, Bespoke introduces new members to cool new products. It could range from outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and even live oysters. But it's all based on a preference quiz that you fill out, and the box lineup, it changes every month. The thing is, every box has about $70 in retail value, but it costs only $45. You preview your box before it's shipped. You'll get a box assigned to you before it's shipped. Then you decide whether or not you want to keep it. Then at that point, you decide what you want to do with it. You could keep it, swap it for a different box, or just skip it all together. Whereas you skip the month entirely for no charge. You literally only pay for what you want. So shout out to Bespoke again. I got sent 3 kits. The Terra kit, which my favorite was this amazing knife. The Trail kit, which has this nifty book to survive the great outdoors. Oh my God, this is so sharp. And in the Stealth kit, this amazing pocket knife. It's really sharp, trust me, I know. So to get 20% off your first box, click the link below in the description and enter code B.D.A. Law 20. And you can do this at checkout or just, again, click the link below. Checkout code, all caps, B.D.A. Law 20, and get your own Bespoke box today. So you gotta click that subscribe button. Click the subscribe button, drop a like, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna tell you the secret. All right, you already clicked it? You clicked? All right, cool. Why I think Luffy will dominate 2022 is simply because I think he meets Shanks. But I think also this is where he transcends even the Yonko in regards to importance, clout, danger, and also responsibility. That's something we don't talk about enough, just the responsibility that Luffy and his crew that they have in regards to the world government, not the world government, but the world, and then also for history. This is a difficult thing sometimes, because when we talk about One Piece, we talk about Luffy. Everyone always believes that Luffy doesn't care. It's not about him. He just wants to be free. Well, freedom comes at a cost. What are you willing to sacrifice? For Luffy, maybe that carefree nature, that's never going to go away, but you have to start caring about some things. But Oda is so clever and masterful in the way he writes things, is that Luffy, when he cares about something, it coincides with the greater goal or even the greater good. So Luffy can go into Wano and say, yo, I want to just make sure Tama can eat anytime she wants to, but then it coincides because Kaido is trying to take advantage of Tama's power, and of course Tama not eating is a direct result of Kaido being just a menace to society, or just to Onigashima and Wano in general. Or Alabasta, where Luffy wants to help Vivi, but of course Crocodile is standing in the way of that because Crocodile, he has his own plans. Or Doflamingo, he wants to help Rebecca, but Doflamingo, he's taken over an island that he feels like is rightfully his because Dressrosa was owned by the Don Quixote family, so then on and so forth. So whatever Luffy goes on and do is not going to be a result of said thing, but it's going to be because it directly impacts something else that Luffy actually cares about. Yes, the ending of Wano that a lot of people, we've been speculating for at least 4 years now. I don't think Wano's been going on for that long. It's gonna culminate. As I've been saying before, Luffy doesn't have to necessarily care about everything because he has enough people in his crew that will care about these things. Jinbei, a fisherman, Sanji, the all blue, Zoro, a great swordsman, trying to navigate and find his path to becoming the world's greatest. And of course, Nico Robin, someone who is enamored by history, and we can't forget Frankie, the ancient weapons, Pluto. All these different things are in play. When I look back to 2021, right, something I plan on talking about was who is the MVP? Who is the best character of 2021? Like, have the One Piece Awards, right? Where myself and a couple of my friends, we get together and we have the One Piece Awards, right? The best character, the MVP, the best new character, just 5 names for each category, and then we vote on it, and then we decide and talk about it and have a great time, right? That is great in theory, but it'd probably be so hectic to get together. Either way, I'm going to try to make it happen. The One Piece Awards, that sounds fun. But no, I'm so excited for 2022. Again, there's so many excerpts coming out in regards to Luffy's voice actor. Recently, she had an interview and she said, well, I think One Piece has 7 more years left. And it was like, okay, are you talking about the anime or the manga? Because you're more associated with the anime. So yeah, if the manga has about 5 years left, the anime has about 7 years left, give or take, right? With the filler and all these additional things they typically add, that's pretty much what I expect. But if One Piece has 7 years left, I'd be ecstatic, first off, because we get more One Piece. But secondly, I feel like it tells me that Oda isn't necessarily rushing through the story. Where, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes it does feel like that. We're not rushing, but he wants to get to the end. He has an ending in mind, and he wants to get there. 7 years, I think that's more than enough time to wrap up everything that we think needs to be wrapped up. I do think Elbaf is a necessary arc. It's been hyped up for too long. From Dory and Brogy, all the things with Usopp. Even some hints in regards to Big Mom, which does give you the inclination that Big Mom does not go down in Wano, but I think it will take away from Law and Kid and what they need to accomplish, because again, Luffy is so far ahead. I know a lot of people try to say that they're the auction house trio and that they're rivals, man. Okay, if you think Law and Kid are Luffy's rivals, right? Look at their crews and compare them and think if Law and Kid were legitimately trying to take down Luffy, would they stand a chance? Do they? If they don't say it anymore. Okay, Luffy is clear. But I do think you gotta make things at least a bit interesting, because Luffy's already at 1.5. He's already a billion berry bounty man. Law's 500, Kid is still at 400 and something. They have a ways to go to catch up. And legitimately, I don't think they ever can. But Luffy is Luffy, and that's how things are gonna be. I think the great thing about it, especially based on Wano and where we are right now, is the setup and how many things we don't know. Sanganika, who is Joy Boy at this point? I mean, obviously it's not Kaido, because something changed where he felt like, all right, I'm not Joy Boy. I'm just gonna be a menace to the world at this point. I just want the world to not burn, but I want to have a great war so I can go out in an amazing way, like Whitebeard or Roddy. Like, he wants this amazing fanfare when he dies, which is, you know, weird personality trait, but that's what he wants. But I think 2022 is going to be the year of amazing reveals, just amazing information, things we've been waiting for over 20 years. Not necessarily because a lot of us haven't been reading for 20 years, but been waiting for, personally, at least a decade. And so Luffy's dominance is going to be tied into what these things mean, because we believe Luffy is in some way Sanganika, some way Joy Boy, and some way the person that everybody has been waiting for. They talked about it before. Dukes, right? They can't die because the world is waiting for them. It's so many things that's happening that Luffy seems to be in the center of. Luffy's dominance is also going to coincide with Kaido's defeat. Now, this is a popular topic, a cause of dissension, you could say, because talking to people, we all have different views on Kaido's death. For instance, does Kaido need to die? Not necessarily, but what happens to him? Does the world government capture him again? He's just gonna escape again. But could you see a scenario where Kaido gets captured by the world government, right? CP0 is there. We have some ships. We don't know who's on those ships. I predict, or I assume it's SSG. We see Smoker again, maybe a Green Bull reveal. But Kaido's captured again, then of course he escapes. But then he aids Luffy in the final war. Yes, this would feel weird because the strongest creature is coming to aid Luffy in the final war. But think about Kaido and everything he's been doing. It's almost a twisted way of being Joy Boy, or forcing Joy Boy into existence. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Because Kaido, I forgot who stated this. It was a comment, shout out to you, I forget. But it talked about Kaido and how the introduction of smiles, where it forces you to smile. Where for Joy Boy, we're thinking Joy Boy brings joy wherever he goes. And for Kaido, it's like a twisted way of saying, well, I'm Joy Boy, this is a way I can make you smile. Even if you don't want to. Where Kaido, it seems like everything he goes about is just forceful. With Yamato, with his crew, everything is just super forceful. I'm not even gonna go there. But again, Kaido's defeat is gonna tie into Luffy's dominance, because if Luffy beats the strongest creature, right? Land, sea, air. Not saying he's gonna surpass Kaido in regards to just one-on-one strength, but what this is gonna mean for not only the Straw Hats, but Luffy. You really can't quantify it, right? You can't put it into words just once we see that bounty poster and we see that Luffy's now at 3 bill, some people assume, or even over 5 bill. Think about Luffy's first bounty, how we felt. A lot of us, we were binge reading, so we didn't have time to really step back and take it all in. But I remember the first time I saw it, it was just like, okay, things are getting interesting, right? He has that bounty already. And as we go through, for me personally, it's like a proud father almost. Like, we've seen Luffy grow up to the point that he's now acknowledged for the most part as a Yonko, but once he gets a 5 billion, 3 to 5 billion berry bounty, you can't deny it at that point, right? Like for Shanks, talking about Luffy being a great pirate, all these different things. What if he surpasses your bounty, Shanks? Would you acknowledge him then? Shanks did say, hey, it's almost time for us to meet. So he saw the writing on the wall, but if Luffy gets out of Wano with Big Mom and Kaido being there, it's over. It's over. So 2021 for some people was a mixed bag. I think overall it was a net positive. There were some chapters that I didn't care for. More often than not, the chapters were pretty damn good. This may be a hot take, but I think in the anime so far, Wano is probably being adapted better because we're getting more exposition. The Scabbards, I think in the anime handled amazingly. In the manga, do you guys remember back then Oda's flashback where the Scabbards, we had 2 Scabbards introduced in like one chapter, then like the rest of them in the next chapter, and it felt like we were just like getting through this flashback really quickly. In the anime, even though it does have its pacing issues from time to time, it slowed things down where I think was necessary for the Scabbards, where I care about them more. But it's not necessarily because of the manga, because in the manga, I was like, okay, I want to see Fortrix again. Can we do that? But now I care about their stories. I care about the things that they want to accomplish. I care about them fighting for Odin. And, I love Odin. Most of us love Odin. Even though, I hate to say it, but Odin was an idiot. That's a conversation for another day. When I look back at it and see Odin had his swords in jail, man, love Odin though. I think he was a larger than life character. That's how he was portrayed. How he went out. He went out like a G, right? He got shot in his head. I'm talking about the Hour of Legend. Do you guys remember that? Oh my goodness, that was years ago at this point. I think it's time to start doing arc reviews. I'm probably gonna start from the beginning where I reread the entire arc, then just do an entire, full review on it. Maybe it might be a collaborative effort, right? Where somebody every month or every arc I choose a different One Piece YouTuber, or maybe someone that's not necessarily in the community to just go through an arc together, not like page by page, but maybe we just reread an arc and then we just discuss it for an hour or so and just reminisce on the great moments because we're getting to that point. I saw somebody say, Brago, stop talking about that because I don't want One Piece to end. It's going to, unfortunately. Well, actually, I don't know. Oda may just say, fooled ya. Yeah, it's 5 to 7 more years until part 2, right? I don't know. But yeah, I'm super excited for 2022, man. I think it's gonna be the best year yet. I think One Piece to still be doing what it's doing, being as dominant as it has been, it's unprecedented. So I'm loving it. You guys, give me your thoughts. What is your expectation for One Piece in 2022? Because I expect some good shit. I really do. But guys, again, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys all so much. Again, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.